So it's a little weird to think about, but you have to actually theme and style the XML file. So you'll notice we got this views, bonus, export, XML video portal, feed 1. This is the way you have to structure it in this example. If you click on the themes portion here, or the theme information, it'll tell you how to go about doing that for your example if you name it something different. Yeah, so you'll see style output, and we named it that. So it's very basic. Really, all it is you have to have playlist beginning, you have to have playlist version 1, track list, and then track. I've included this file with this posting, so you can just copy it and use it as you want. So all this is going to end up doing is taking those fields that I said you had to change the names of, the labels, rendering them here in such a way, and then putting them into as each individual track in a track list. So this is what it ends up looking like. So you got the playlist, all this good stuff. You'll see title, location, image. So these are the 3 things it needs per track in order for JW Player to know what it's handling. If I go back over to the video portal now, based on seeing this file, we can see what the resulting output is. So this is all the videos on the site, and once again, you can see it's imported here. There's some nice little settings you can do in terms of like number of rows. This is using the grid plugin, and also I believe we have the Facebook and Twitter plugins as well here. So there are a multitude of different ways you can render this. If you, I'm not going to go into it in this example, but if you used arguments and passed arguments in, you can actually start to set up things where this is a blank slate and you set criteria and things, and it changes what the playlist is based on reloading the page. Also, you could have it with arguments render all videos for a node that have been established within this player, as opposed to using the YouTube player or whatever else. So this player gives you some more granular control, obviously. I'll just show some of the settings of the grid so you can see how you could set the grid up that way. So playlist file, there we go. I've got my logo, which isn't showing up because I need to get the full version. So here, grid.rows 4, so that's the 4 rows, distance, tilt, that's what does all the nice little fancy effects on that example. If you have any additional questions, please let me know. I was asked to do this by the JW Player Module team. So hopefully this makes sense as to how you can go about doing this. There's obviously a lot of potential here. You don't need to make things show up this way. If you just change some of the plugin settings and not use grid, it'll render a different way. It's really the nice thing about the project in general, as well as the module implementation, is how easy it is to change this stuff once you start to use views. So you can change the way it looks using just the standard JW Player information, or you can change the, I could change the images here if I really wanted to, if I went into image cache. So you can see with just a few modules, we can really take control of the way that video and media is handled on the site. So video portal, I'll show you real quick here. So I can scale and crop this to, we'll say, 200 by 200, which will make it smaller, significantly smaller. You see I also have a nice little rounded corner on here. Our graphics guy always yells at me because I love putting corners on things for no reason whatsoever. And it's true. So if we go back here, usually when you do those types of things, you have to clear your cache on the site, just because there is some amount of caching going on locally as well about the XML file and things. So you'll have to do that whenever you make changes. But now you can see all these thumbs are smaller. That took a few seconds, and it's still a really powerful effect. So I'm going to set it back once this video gets posted. But what'll be cool is, since I did 3 of these, they'll actually filter in these 3 spaces because I'm going to put them on YouTube to fill in here. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions.